Hey everyone, I'm Money Toxic. I want to take a second to say thank you to all of you. I'm still learning with creating videos, but this is a subject that interests me. Money is the root of all evil, but you should know how it works. So today let's talk about a story we're all a part of, the story of our money. We work hard for it, we save it, and we plan our futures around it. But have you ever felt like the value of your dollar, the core of your financial story, is slowly slipping away? That's where a really big, complex conversation begins, and it centers on an institution called the Federal Reserve. So, what is the Federal Reserve, or the Fed? In simple terms, it's the central bank of the United States. It was created over a century ago to manage the nation's money supply, influence interest rates, and try to keep the economy stable. Its goals are to maximize employment and keep prices from spiraling out of control. On the surface, that sounds like a necessary and responsible mission. However, there's a growing movement of people who ask a fundamental question. Should a single centralized group have that much power over our money? The argument for ending the Fed isn't about chaos. It's about a different philosophy of money. Proponents of this idea believe that the Fed's ability to create new money out of thin air, a process often called quantitative easing, steadily devalues the money already in our pockets and savings accounts. They see inflation not just as rising prices, but as a hidden tax that erodes our purchasing power over time, making it harder to build long-term wealth. Imagine your savings account as a bucket of water you're trying to fill. The argument is that the Fed is constantly making the bucket a little bit leakier. You keep pouring more in, but you're losing value you can't even see. The vision for a world without the Fed is one where money is more like a solid store of value, perhaps tied to a real asset like gold, or determined by the free market itself. The idea is that this would give individuals more control and predictability over their financial lives. It would mean that a dollar saved today would be worth $1, or even more, tomorrow. This is a massive topic with brilliant people on both sides of the debate. The point isn't to have all the answers right now, but to encourage us all to ask what kind of financial story we want to be a part of. It's about understanding the system that shapes our lives so we can make more informed decisions for ourselves and our families. Thank you so much for taking the time to explore this complex idea with me. If you enjoy thinking critically about the big questions, consider following or subscribing for more.